welcome to my 517 Follow Friday series. Today, I have the pleasure of chatting with Rita Lamoreaux. Rita is the Executive Director of the Lansing Area Safety Council. The Lansing Area Safety Council is a local not-for-profit public service organization that focuses on promoting safety through education. Rita, thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I really appreciate the offer of coming on your show here.
Let's start with a little bit of the history of the Safety Council for anyone who's not familiar with it.
Okay, well, the Safety Council is actually 84 years old this year. It came out of the Lansing Chamber. The Lansing Area Chamber had a safety committee back prior to 1939. We also had people in the town that were doing the safety patrol picnic started in 1929. So 1939, the chamber, the mayor's office, and the corporations and police and fire came together and decided they wanted one single resource hub and education hub to do community and school safety and also workforce safety. And we took over the picnic. So we've had the picnic for 84 years. That's been our staple.
Wow.
I can tell you more about that later, but what we've done for 84 years is community and workplace and school safety. And we've been a major resource hub and powerhouse in Lansing ever since.
Nice. Okay. So you mentioned the trainings. What are the different types of trainings that you offer? Can you share some of those today?
Yes, we do CPR certification, first aid and CPR, full certification. We also have a basic 2-hour CPR and first aid that will take into any company and just gives you the super basics of what happens if in an emergency. Just gives you the tools to hold on long enough till the emergency personnel come. Then we also have a 2-hour active shooter and warning signs, and that is just the way the world is right now. We need that.
Yep.
So our goal is to make everyone prepared. We are prevention education is what we specialize in. We have babysitter training, and in the fall we'll be launching our walk home safe and stay at home safe for school kids. So we're expanding our programs all the time. We've been listening to the community, and every day people give us suggestions of what's needed, and our instructors put programs together that have served the greatest need of Lansing.
Okay. So does the babysitter training also include CPR training? Is that part of that program?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
It has basic CPR, AED training. It's really good for the kids because they come out with the babysitter certification, and it gives all the tools that you need, changing diapers all the way to CPR. It's not a full certification for CPR, but it's enough to know to help the kids.
Right.
Something happen.
Okay. Now, I don't know that I would know the exact proper way to do CPR. So is that something that as an individual I could pay for training, or does it have to be a group?
No, you can pay for training. We have open enrollment classes.
Okay.
We have those going all the time, but we also do groups. We can do groups as small as 5, preferably 10.
Okay.
And so, yeah, for our basic 2-hour programs, we can do it 10 to 30 people. And
Okay.
they can come into your offices. And we've done that. We've gone into many companies, and we've actually trained all the Ingham County Circuit Court, no, the Family Court of Ingham County. So we can pretty much do it in our office or come into someone's workplace.
Okay. I'm thinking like my husband and I lead the kids ministry at church. And so I don't know how many of our teachers and the volunteers in the nursery know that, and that might be a good opportunity to bring everyone together and kind of supplement any training that they don't already have. So,
and that's a great example is churches. I always use our 2-hour programs as churches are the perfect example. You have many different people from many walks of life, ages, they come together in one place. So we can go into the church and do the training right then and there.
Right.
Now some of your people, like security personnel and even some of your main babysitter people, they probably should have the full certification. But everyone else, like you and me, the 2-hour one is perfect.
Which trainings that you offer do you feel are the most important in the community?
Right now, the basic first aid and CPR and active shooter, the MSU shooting showed us that we need to be prepared because it hit right at home,
Right.
and it probably won't be the last time, unfortunately. So
Yeah.
our goal is to get these trainings out to everyone. And we're adding components. There's a component called Stop the Bleed, which is specifically for tourniquet and anything that has major trauma.
Right.
And so we're adding that into our programs, just the basics so that you can help someone stay alive until the EMTs get there.
Right. It's just frustrating and sad that
Yeah,
we have to do this.
it is, but it's a fact of life, and
Yeah.
hopefully by prevention we can make sure it doesn't happen too.
Right. And we can save lives. So,
Yeah, exactly.
What do you feel is the most oft or which one is the most requested training? What do you do the most often?
Right now, the first aid and CPR.
Okay.
That is definitely it. That's been our main staple program. Back in 30 years ago, we were the #1 CPR certification and organization in Lansing. There are other ones, which, is fine because everybody needs it. And there's a greater need for everyone to get this training. But that's been our main staple. And that's the one that we get calls on all the time. We do get calls. I do actually get a weekly call for car seat checks, and we're working on building up our car seat check technicians. I've been working with our local agencies that already do that so that we can get more people to do car seat checks, because the
Nice.
modern car seats are not easy to put in.
No, you have to really put your back into it. I can never get ours in and out. My husband always has to do it. The latch system, and it's always
Yeah.
tight. And oh my gosh. So, I was going to ask you about needs later on, but I'm just curious right now. Where do you find your instructors? Do you have a need for more instructors as the council
Definitely.
grows?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely. That, because I am getting more and more calls every day. I have 3 main instructors right now who are amazing, but I don't want to burn them out. So
Right.
we're doing more and more that I need instructors. So what I'm looking for are former teachers for our school programs, former EMTs, former police, and former fire.
Okay.
And so anything in that range that has either a medical or safety background, those are wonderful. Those are like gold for me.
Okay.
And any teachers, because we'll be doing more and more school programs. And at some point I want to get up our actually Girl Scout and Boy Scout badge programs so we can do
Nice.
those. Yeah. So
Okay.
it's building and it's trying to keep up, but we definitely need instructors.
Okay. All right. You mentioned the safety patrol picnic a little bit ago, and we talked about that when we had lunch recently. And it sounds like that was maybe your first connection
Yeah.
to the safety council. Can you just share a little bit more about that?
If you talk to any people, I'll sit in front of a room and I'll say, how many people went to the safety patrol picnic in elementary school? There's at least 5 people in a room. The safety patrol picnic used to be 3,000 kids, and every school had a safety patrol.
Yep.
Cars, school of choice, and cars have kind of changed that because parents mostly drive kids now, but there still are safety programs that we need.
Right.
And the school safety patrols are well needed. I have one school that has 50 students that are in their patrol program.
Oh.
But this year we brought it back after COVID. We had not done the picnic for 3 years, and it needed to come back because in 1981 I went to the picnic and I remember it being the greatest day of my life. I ran around Francis Park. I ate hot dogs. I got to meet the police and fire. And so I wanted to bring that back, and I took the job specifically so that the next generation of students would go to
Mhm.
this picnic. We had it in May, and it was amazing. It was when I saw McRuff, I was the crime dog. I brought myself back to elementary school, and
Oh,
it was great seeing the joy of the students because they work hard all year, and then they can come to a picnic and meet all the police and fire. We have every truck is out there, every police and fire unit's out there pretty much. And it's an amazing day for the kids. So I'm glad we were able to get that back up and going.
that's great. I was in safety patrol in I think sixth grade. You could only do it in sixth grade, and we had two different elementary schools in my hometown. And so I was in safety patrol that first block away from the school, and I remember it was just like such an honor to do that. You got to leave class a little bit early, but gosh, I don't remember ever getting a picnic. So
It's always been the Tri-County area. So if you were not in the Tri-County,
no,
Mid-Michigan area, you didn't go to it.
no,
But yeah, I mean, it creates the safety patrol program creates leadership skills.
absolutely.
So we're hoping to build on it with having clubs, safety clubs in elementary schools, so that because there's fewer safety patrols, but the students still need the leadership and safety
Yeah,
training, then we can build these clubs and kids can come to the picnic still and have fun.
I think that's great.
Yeah, so we're building these out slowly.
Right. So other than the safety patrol picnic, what other events do you guys do throughout the year?
Well, we do our community resource fair in August, where we have all of the safety and human resource groups come together, and they help our citizens that need just a little bit more help than others. The citizens can come with their families and get all the resources they need in one place. We also have our safety awards in October, and those are to award our local business and manufacturing and corporate safety people, along with our local safety citizens and school safety people. Anyone
Okay.
who's gone above and beyond and heroic for our community, we want to honor. And so we will be doing that, will be every October. And then we are hoping to do a run this fall in November. Haven't put it together, but I'm going to do it. And so besides that, we also have a golf outing too. And those are our main events, and they help fund it, but we need help funding with grants and donations. Individual donations help greatly because a lot of our school programs, well, all the school programs we need to do free, and community programs we need to do free. And then we also make all of our other programs minimal cost, so that anyone, it's like churches don't have the money to do these programs,
Yeah. Yep.
but we still need to pay an instructor. So I want to make
Right.
sure all of our programs that coming out of the Safety Council are minimal cost to cover our costs for instructors, but not where it hurts the finances of small
Right.
organizations.
Right. Okay. So we've touched on needs a little bit already. You said, obviously donations are always helpful. You mentioned the types of instructors you're looking for.
Mhm.
Are there any other needs that you can think of that the Safety Council has that we can share with the viewers?
Passing the word around that we're
Okay.
here. Just spread the word that we're here, spread the word that we need help, but also come to our programs and events, and just tell people that safety is the biggest priority we have right now, and that we can prevent bad things from happening.
All right. Is there anything else you want to share today?
No, this has been great. I love talking about the Safety Council. Is an amazing organization, and I'm so glad I get to head it up and I get to make a difference in lives every day. So I appreciate the time.
Well, thank you for joining me today. I can tell that you're very passionate about this, and I hope that this video will just further get the word out. I will share all of the contact information for the council and for you in the caption for the video. And then if anyone watching is interested in learning more about the trainings for the Safety Council or just how they can get involved, you should reach out to Rita today. If you're interested in having your business or organization featured on my Follow Friday series, you can send me an email at katrina@cornerstonelegalplc.com. Thanks for watching.